Would you still believe in love if you found out the person you trusted the most was only pretending? What if your first kiss, your first I love you, and every sweet moment was all part of a bet? This isn't fiction. This is how I learned that sometimes the biggest heartbreaks come with the brightest smiles. And this is my story. It started like every fairy tale does, with a boy who smiled like summer, and a girl who believed in forever. His name was Ryan. Golden hair, deep eyes, and a voice that could melt ice. He wasn't just popular. He owned the hallways. And then there was me, Emma. Quiet, average, invisible until he saw me. He bumped into me outside the library one afternoon. Books flew, hands touched, eyes met. And something changed. He laughed. Sorry, I guess I wasn't looking. I smiled back, heart racing. That moment felt like the start of something real. Over the weeks we talked more. Coffee dates, walks after class, inside jokes, secret smiles. And then one night, under the bleachers after a school game, he kissed me. It was soft, warm, and felt like the world had finally chosen me. I've never felt this way before, he whispered. I believed him. Of course I did. Because sometimes love makes you blind. And I was so in love. Everything changed after that. He held my hand in front of everyone, texted me goodnight, called me his girl. People stared. Some smiled. Some whispered. But I didn't care. Because for the first time, someone chose me. Then came prom night. I spent hours getting ready. Hair, makeup, dress, all perfect. He showed up in a black tuxedo, holding a single white rose. You look beautiful, he said. We danced. We laughed. He kissed my forehead. And when we sat in his car afterwards watching the stars, he told me he loved me. I didn't even hesitate when I said it back. I thought this was forever. But forever came crashing down one Friday afternoon. I was walking past the locker rooms when I heard my name. Boys were laughing inside. Can't believe she actually fell for it. That bet was too easy, bro. Emma? Man, she was desperate for love. I froze. Then one voice rose above the rest. Ryan's. She never saw it coming. My world spun. My stomach dropped. My hands trembled. I turned. He was walking out, laughing. He saw me. And just like that, the laughter stopped. His face turned pale. Emma. I can explain. I didn't wait. I ran. Tears blurred my eyes. My chest burned. How could he? How could everything be a lie? I locked myself in my room that night. Deleted every message. Tore every photo. Screamed into my pillow until there was nothing left. My heart wasn't just broken. It was shattered. And the worst part? He never even tried to fix it. No apology. No call. Just silence. As if I was a joke that had already been told. And that's when I realized I wasn't a girlfriend to him. I was a game. A dare. A bet. But even as I broke, something inside me whispered, this isn't the end. Because stories like mine, they don't end in shame. They end in rise. The first few days after the betrayal felt like a blur. I skipped classes, turned off my phone, stayed off social media. Because every time I saw his name, my chest tightened. Every memory burned. But pain has a way of shaping you. One morning my mom came into my room. She didn't say much. Just placed a warm mug of tea beside me. And whispered, you don't get to let someone else decide your worth, Emma. Not today. Not ever. That hit harder than anything Ryan ever said. That was my turning point. I started writing. Every feeling, every word I couldn't say out loud, I poured into pages. I started running. Every step pounded the anger out of my chest and built something stronger in its place. I unfollowed him, blocked his friends, burned that white rose he gave me, and slowly, I started coming back to life. But life wasn't done surprising me yet. 3 weeks later I got a DM from a girl named Sophie. Hey, I don't know how to say this, but I was the other girl. I didn't know about you. He told me you were crazy. I only found out the truth after seeing your story. First, I didn't want to respond. I didn't want to feel anything. But curiosity won. We met for coffee. And what she told me, it made my blood boil. Ryan had done this before. Multiple times. To other girls too. It wasn't just a bet. It was a pattern. That's when I realized this wasn't about me being not good enough. It was about him never being man enough. And that truth set me free. I joined a storytelling club at school, told my story out loud, every ugly, raw, heartbreaking piece of it. People cried. Some clapped. A few girls came up to me afterwards and whispered, "Thank you for saying what I couldn't." And that's when I found my new purpose. I launched a blog, called it TearTales, a place where stories of betrayal, survival, and strength lived. Real stories, raw hearts, no filters. And guess what? It blew up. Girls from all over the world started sending their stories. One girl said, "I was going to go back to him until I read yours." That was healing. A year later, I was invited to speak at a youth conference. As I stood on stage, looking out at hundreds of faces, I smiled, because the girl who once cried over a boy in a locker room was now helping other girls stand taller. Then one day, Ryan messaged me, "Hey, I just saw your blog. I never meant to hurt you that bad. I guess I was stupid. You look amazing now. Maybe we could catch up." I stared at his message, and I laughed. Then I replied, "Thanks, but I don't do reruns, especially not of bad scripts." Blocked. So here's what I've learned. You can be someone's game, or you can become someone's inspiration. I was a bet, but now, I'm unbreakable.